Hello and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator and I'm here with my first Amateur Division cast of Season 13. Hope you're all having an excellent evening. You're enjoying the new overlay. Hope you're enjoying the lovely new cat cam we've got set up. We are here with Division D East. It's going to be Phoenix Rising Moonstone versus Team Complexity. Exciting stuff. I'm glad to be here. Hope you're all doing great. We're just making sure the teams are all set and ready to go. Let them know that I'm ready. And for the moment, let's go on over to map select here. Let you know what the state of the series is. Look how cool this is! Oh my god. Blown away by my own stuff. Full Sky Foundry and Battlefield of Eternity have been banned away by Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Sky Temple and Dragonshire have been removed by Team Complexity, and we are going to be going to Infernal Shrines here for game number 1. Let's pop on into the draft and see what we can see. It's been a long patch. Some of these players have been playing in side tournaments. They've been gearing up and getting ready. We'll have to see what sort of picks have evolved here in Division D East. What sort of insular meta. That's always the coolest thing, is getting to know what's the meta at each level. What's the meta between these teams as we come right out the gate? Is it just going to be, you know, picking the same stuff that I've been seeing over the Christmas break? A lot of Johanna Rhaegar bans, a lot of Stukov Brightwing picks, all that sort of thing. Or are we going to see something crazy? Are we going to see some, you know, pocket strategies here? We'll have to see. Is Team Complexity going to open things up with a Junkrat ban? Junkrat, kind of a strong hero overall. Could be a little bit of a target there from Team Complexity. I'm not sure how well these players know each other, but it will be followed up by the Johanna ban from Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Not too surprising there. See what else wants to be banned from the first pick position. A lot of powerful bruisers here on Infernal Shrines. Definitely something to watch out for, as Falstad is going to be the next to be removed. So not wanting to see that global presence on the other side. Falstad usually good for, you know, punishing teams that are trying to get picks and not finding them. So it could be that Team Complexity wants to play a little bit more of an aggressive style and not allow Phoenix Rising Moonstone to just skirt around the map with something like a Falstad. Assume it's going to be the Rhaegar ban, and there it is. Rhaegar removed by Phoenix Rising Moonstone. So what are we seeing for first pick here? It's going to be the Stukov Shadow Luigi, locking that in for Team Complexity. Hard to go wrong. Lurking Arm build for Stukov is it's oppressive. It's pretty easy to do. It's very, very strong. And it takes a coordinated response. You've got to make sure that you're not clumping up. You've got to make sure you're approaching from different angles. You've got the heroes that can approach from different angles. But Phoenix Rising Moonstone have all the time in the world to pick against that here. See what they want to lock in for their first two picks. Not like Summer bringing in the Brightwing to counter this Stukov. And Stitch can open things up with a Blaze. We'll have to see whether that's the main tank or the off-lane Blaze here for Phoenix Rising Moonstone, as we have seen both. Infernal Shrines is also a map where you can go with a double bruiser setup, because it's, you know, it's a map where you can just sort of play for zone control, play for objective capture. So you can go with like a tank and then a Blaze Leoric or a Blaze Urel, just something that'll help create space. So a lot of options still remain in the Phoenix Rising Moonstone draft. Over on the side of Team Complexity, Bloody Drapes is going to open up the tank pick with a Mei here, and Neo going for the Tassadar. Glad to see a Tassadar. It's a wave clear specialist, really helps out on the battlefield control with those walls, and not one that I get to cast a lot lately. It's been a lot of Mephistos, it's been a lot of Hanzos, it's been a lot of Junkrats in that ranged position, and Tassadar can definitely be a big playmaker here. Let's see if Neo can bring that in place. 1 vs 9 GT, thank you so much for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the show. As we see Dahaka and Vala banned out in the mids. The Dahaka ban would indicate that it's probably a Blaze off lane. We're not totally sure just yet. We'll see what the next two picks are for Phoenix Rising Moonstone. A lot of powerful picks still available. Hanzo's up, Sylvanas is up. It's going to be a Nubarak here for Mazos, and T3 Cat is going to go for Greymane here. So very strong siege potential between those two heroes. Nubarak able to distract the towers, distract the forts with those beetles, and Greymane, once you get locked on, it's difficult to get that defense going as Greymane shreds through those buildings so quickly. Zero Vital's going to respond with a Tychus here on the side of Team Complexity, and Daruna going for the Sonya. So a little bit of extra follow-up from that off lane and the Sonya. We'll have to see whether it's a leap or whether it is a Wrath of the Berserker. As Tassadar can reach out and poke if Sonya leaps in the back, Tychus has a little bit of a harder time unless Odin's already been popped. Have to see what the Team Complexity engage looks like here. As Stoic in this last pick position, looking for something to flex. For Phoenix Rising Moonstone, it is going to be a Kael'thas in that last pick position. Alright, we'll see if there's any switcheroos in these picks. Looks like everyone is happy with their choices for the meantime. Let's get this prediction up. Bet your bananas. Who's going to win this one? Is it Moonstone? Is it Complexity? As we head on back to me for just a moment here. All right. Infernal Shrines game number 1. It's about as standard as it gets. And it's a showcase. We're here, first match of the season, week number 1. It's a tone setter. See who comes out the gate swinging, who's still trying to get their feet under them here on Infernal Shrines. But I like the two comps. I think they're going to clash well. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup here. Just loading on in. We will get started. Make sure, get those bets in. Did I set it up as a 5-minute bet? Well, you'll have plenty of time. That's okay. We'll switch it up for next time. I set that up as a 5-minute bet. You're going to have plenty of time to see who you want to bet on this match. Goodness gracious me. Well, let's get into the game. Let us do it. All right, game number 1. On the left in the blue, we have Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Stitch is on the Blaze, T3 Cat on the Greymane, Mazos on the Anubarak, Stoic playing Kael'thas, and Hot Like Summer is on the right wing. On the right in the red, it is Team Complexity, Daruna on the Sonya, Zero Vitals playing Tychus, Shadow Luigi on that Stukov, Bloody Drapes on the Mei, and Neo is playing the Tassadar.
3, 2, 1. Let the battle
Here we go.
begin.
Game number 1 is underway here. We'll take a quick look at the builds. Kael'thas, of course, going to be looking for those globes to get the Arcane Barrier online here. Blaze having the Neural Stim pack, so wanting to get the cooldown reduction with that level 1 activatable. Tassadar looking to be setting up for the W build here, going for the Psi Infusion on level 1. Pretty standard for Tassadar these days, just going for the wave clear, going for the consistent poke. As the wave clear in the favor of Phoenix Rising Moonstone to start things off. They're going to head on down to the bottom lane. Stitch up on the top side here with Daruna. Going to be trading that out. We'll see how much rotation comes on through from these offlaners. Sometimes you see some offlaners are really down to, visit the mid, grab that extra soak. Sometimes it's just a 1v1 there in the top lane. And the 4-on-4 is going to be rotating between lanes more often here. Looks like Phoenix Rising Moonstone going to jump straight onto their left side Khazra camp right at the 1-minute mark. Solid macro decision there. They're ahead on wave clear too, so that means that they can get this going straight away. Team Complexity going to start theirs up on the right-hand side. We'll see if Phoenix Rising Moonstone wants to go for some kind of invade or maybe the bottom camp, since they are ahead on these rotations. You see Sonya is visiting the mid to try to help clear out these Khazra. Hot Like Summer has started the bottom camp here. Complexity gonna head up to the mid, so that should mean bottom camp easily goes over to Phoenix Rising Moonstone here. Oh, Kael'thas in trouble in the mid, is actually caught out there. I'm busy watching the camp. And First Blood goes over to Team Complexity. Great collapse there in the mid as they were going up to deal with that camp. See if they can create any pressure here. They've still got most of a wave. Looks like they're going to head on down here. Mesos cutting off the rotations. This T3 Cat is trying to step up here and do some damage on the wall. Nubarak gets away. Greymane is still locked into the wall, but has the roll to get away, as well as that Eyes in the Dark talent at level 4. Stoic now back on the battlefield, saving the remainder of this mid wall. So far, the solo laners, Stitch has definitely been staying up here. Daruna did visit the mid for a little bit as well. Good, nice jet propulsion connection, as well as the crossfire there. We are going to have a shrine up in the top lane to start things off. Mortar Punisher will be our first objective of the day. We do see some teams choosing to split push during this first Punisher. Some teams that are just going to commit to the all-in. We'll see what the choice is going to be. Starting things off here as the Bruiser camps are being claimed by both sides. Both of them a little behind on the objective, but no one else in range to start it up, so no big deal there. Looks like Phoenix Rising Moonstone is going to be the first in position. Shaman camp heading on out. Sonya does finish up the camp and is going to come up and join the team here. Phoenix Rising Moonstone very close to their level 7s. If they can catch one more wave here, they should be able to get an advantaged engage. Mesos looking for Daruna on the top side, but can't quite connect with the Burrow Charge. There is the Gravity Lapse onto Bloody Drapes. No follow-up damage to be found as T3 Cat putting out as much damage as possible, trying to keep that inner wolf flowing. There's level 7s coming on through, and Ubrak engaging onto 0 vitals. Nice peel, though, coming on out from Team Complexity is going to force Greymane to move on back on very low health. Great turnaround, though, from Stoic is going to hit the Living Bomb onto 2. So far, looks like Sonya is going to move up there and try to get the last hits on these minions, getting a good lead going for Team Complexity on this objective. Mesos moving in onto 2, Stitch with a nice follow-up jet propulsion. Neo has the wall to try to peel away. Shadow Luigi in trouble. T3 Cat going in there and grabbing the first kill for Phoenix Rising Moonstone. That should allow them to move up onto this point. Nice follow-up there from the offlaner onto the tank engage. That's exactly what you want to see on the side of Phoenix Rising Moonstone to allow the time for Kael'thas and Greymane to get in there. Mesos warding away, manages to get away. A little bit light on mana, though, as Daruna going into the backline. T3 Cat is trying to step up to get this last hit. Be in a little bit of trouble. Greymane is going to try to reposition there, does manage to get away. Health bars are a little bit wanting on the side of Phoenix Rising Moonstone here. That allows Team Complexity to move on forward and even up this shrine count. Brightwing visiting from the mid lane, trying to get some extra soak, has actually put a level lead ahead here. Stitch engaging there. Mesos now following up. Great wall, though, from Tassadar, trapping 2 inside the silence. That's Greymane and Brightwing going down, but this fight's not over just yet. Mesos in the back is trying to peel away here. Stoic getting behind to the wall. 0 vitals. Oh! Doesn't confirm the kill onto Stitch. Gonna try to get some damage here onto Mesos, though. Many bruised, but none beaten, except the 2 members of Phoenix Rising Moonstone, and now Team Complexity is going to push through the top lane. Damage is now back on the field. Going to try to step up. There's the jump from the Punisher onto Greymane, who is getting some free damage there as the fort is taken down by Team Complexity. Great job in getting some value off this first objective of the game, and that actually evens up their XP count. If we take a look at the XP here, the minion soak definitely in favor of Phoenix Rising Moonstone, but the structure kill and the hero kills are what are keeping Team Complexity close on the path to level 10 here. Looks like we could have an engage over this camp. Mesos thinking about going in here, is going to get onto the point in time, and it's stun 3. Big silence zone is in trouble, though, as we see Team Complexity is going to clean this camp. Hot Like Summer warps in onto Stitch, and no kills to be had. Team Complexity not going for the aggression. This camp is going to be cleared on the spot. They heading on back to base, making sure that mana is topped off, as both teams are approaching their level 10s here. Team Complexity looking for the bottom camp, trying to grab all 3 of the Khazra camps as a reward for picking up that first objective. 10s are here. Phoenix Rising Moonstone going for the Blink Heal, Phoenix, Cocoon, Bunker Drop, And Greymane's still thinking about whether it's going to be the Cursed Bullet or the Go for the Throat here. Greymane could be in a spot of trouble, is slowed down, but there's Hot Like Summer coming on through with the save. Cocoon is committed there onto Daruna to try to secure the escape, and no one goes down. You saw those ults coming on out from the side of Team Complexity with the Ice Wall, Flailing Swipe, Black Hole, Odin, and Wrath of the Berserker. Bezos trying to peel away for Stitch on the edge here. Nubrak taking some big hits. Bloody Drapes is actually going to cut off on the outside. A big scuffle still going down in the mid here, but Phoenix Rising Moonstone able to move back. How you doing, Raka? Welcome, welcome. We are just in game number 1 here. Everyone who wanted to bet your bananas had your chance with that 5-minute bet. Such as it is. Looks like the Shaman camp is going to be claimed here by Team Complexity. It's going to be pushing onto the lane that does not have a fort. So it'll be, oh, this could be trouble in the top lane. Stitch. Looks like it's going to be a simple steal here, but it's trading a camp for the entire bottom fort. Not sure if this is the play here from Complexity. They're going to grab this Shaman camp. They're going to have to get a lot of value here as Stitch realizes that they're in some trouble. There's the jet propulsion coming on out for Blaze. Wall is going to cut off here. Oh, the Black Hole is committed, and there goes Blaze. Looks like Phoenix Rising Moonstone, they're just going to move on to the mid fort. Complexity, they're trying to decide what to do here. They've got 2 Shaman camps on this top wall, though, and they are going to commit. They're going to just go straight for this keep wall. Keep wall is down. The 2 Shaman camps are still moving in here, but the Shrine is activating, and it looks like Team Complexity are going to peel back and head over there. We do have a Arcane Punisher here in the mid. Now Phoenix Rising Moonstone may be walking into a 13v12 here in a moment. Just needs a little bit more XP on the side of Team Complexity. As Bloody Drapes gets hit there, and there's the 13s. Odin is going to be popped by Tychus on the edge to get that extra range onto the point. Bezos in deep here, trying to find an engage as Daruna is pushed back. There is the Ice Wall going to catch Brightwing on the outside. T3 Cat is pushed away by the Black Hole, and Neo kites backwards here. Bezos in some trouble as Daruna trying to catch up with those big slams. Sonya is going to have to watch out and turn it around. The Wrath of the Berserker instrumental in allowing Sonya to escape there as Team Complexity is up a few minions on the Shrine here, and it looks like Phoenix Rising Moonstone does not have the resources to continue. There it is, another Arcane Punisher coming on out for Team Complexity. Phoenix Rising Moonstone going to try to get some camp to help out with the D-push here in the mid. Sonya dealing with that bottom lane catapult pressure. Good call there. So the Punisher jump is taken a little bit shallow here, so not able to bait it behind the fort for an easy clear. Zero Vitals is clearing the camp on the side here. I'd love to see Team Complexity step up and get some extra damage onto this structure. Bloody Drapes goes in there. The fort still standing is going to put that negative armor onto May. Neo and Zero Vitals are locked in here. The Punisher going to help out. Looks like it's going to be the mid fort going down anyway. So ultimately the value is had here by Team Complexity. Daruna grabbing the bottom camp in the meantime. We'll see what the pressure is like on the bottom side. So right now, Phoenix Rising Moonstone, we take a look, still pretty far ahead in the minion soak, but they've got to start catching up on these late game hero kills. We are at the point of the game, though, that a couple kills will catapult them straight back into the experience lead. So we'll see if Phoenix Rising Moonstone can get a favorable fight. Zero Vitals looking to flank on in, gets the dismount before heading back into the wave to clear. Sonya waiting on the edge for a possible engage as the wall is taken down. Blaze showing on the mid wave for now as Sonya moves on up. Bezos with the short burrow charge, but is enough to get away. Zero Vitals going to commit the Odin here as the Cursed Bullet does land from T3 Cat. The Ice Wall not going to be enough as Greymane had the movement speed. Bloody Drape's in a bit of trouble here. Is going to be Polymorph. Swipes coming in from Greymane, but bigger swipes coming on out from Shadow Luigi. And Mei is going to start to try to back away. Mezos catching one, is getting a little bit low here. Brightwing doesn't arrive in time, and Uberak goes down here. Daruna, once again, just putting so much pressure on that front line to allow Stukov to finish off that kill. Oh, big turnaround, though, from Stitch. Oh, Sonya's so low there, but managed to get barely enough healing to get away from that counter kill. Wow. Once again, the Wrath of the Berserker reducing that stun time is the main reason that Sonya lives there. So, Phoenix Rising Moonstone just clearing up the lanes. They love to find their 16s before this next objective. We're going to have a Frozen Punisher in the top lane coming on through soon. Looks like both teams are just working on their Shaman camps. Those will come out a little bit early, but not too bad. Better early than not at all. And you at least get that experience coming on through. Bloody Drapes is actually going to arrive here on time. Mezos gets the cutoff here. Can anyone get onto the point? It looks like they're focusing on the outside, and Phoenix Rising Moonstone is able to pick up that camp. Greymane is actually popped on the top side there. Mei with the final blow. Very, very nicely done. Kyrie, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the show. Stoic in a little bit of trouble here is Daruna. Looking to move forward for one more slam. There's the grenade. Not going to be enough. Arcane Barrier is going to let Stoic get away here. Ice Wall onto one here as Mei tries to follow up with the Self Blizzard. Black Hole committed as well. Anubarak low, and Anubarak is going to go down. Zero Vitals wants to use this Odin to step up onto the keep here to get some value out of this double kill. Shaman Camp once again on the way. This could be just a raw keep here for Team Complexity. The Shrine is active behind this here as the keep is going to fall. So I imagine we'll see Team Complexity start to back off here. We're going to start heading towards this objective. Frozen Punisher. Not going to be turning off any structures on the way down the top lane here, but definitely threatens the side of Phoenix Rising Moonstone in terms of any follow-up route. Follow-up stun onto those Punisher roots could lead to a kill and could lead to a core. Rock Your Worlds, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the show. There's a healthy lead here. Phoenix Rising Moonstone thinking about just rolling right up. Bloody Drape's going to cut off the one escape as Daruna going right into the back line. The wall a little bit premature there as Curse Bullet lands. Polymorph follow-up, and Daruna is taken down. Great set of abilities there, but Anubarak is on the receiving end as well. Tassadar the next to fall in this engage as Team Complexity trying to keep a hold of their Shrine presence and finish off this objective. D3 Cat, though, is just harassing Shadow Luigi on the back line. Stukov swipes Greymane into tower range. Can Shadow Luigi get away here? Stukov goes down. D3 Cat is in all sorts of trouble, but manages to roll away. Stitch with the crossfire onto 2. Zero Vitals is now low. Bloody Drapes going back in. This fight just keeps on going. Only 5 more minions needed. Oh no! Zero Vitals steps up and gets punished by Stitch. It's still a long way to go here, but Stukov and Mei are going to have a tough time getting in there for those 5 last hits. Sonya is on the way back. 16, 17. Matt's Not Creative, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're having a good time as well. And it looks like Phoenix Rising Moonstone are able to pick this up. It's not over just yet, but it's close. Daruna wants a way in. Mei wants a way in, but it's going to go down. No! The trait is popped by Bloody Drapes. Is it enough to get away? The Ice Wall will not connect, and that is Mei going down. And Phoenix Rising Moonstone are snowballing this. They pick up the Punisher, and let's see what they can do here. There's the jump coming on out. Mezos with the follow-up onto Daruna. Going back in there to find the spin, but is rooted under the Punisher, and Sonya is going to fall. Phoenix Rising Moonstone with another kill is going to allow them to keep on pushing forward. Unbelievable work here from Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Blaze still soaking the offlane, trying to find those level 20s. There's the Punisher jump coming on through. Neo is caught. The Curse Bullet, though, does not land, and Tassadar will live there. 20s are here. The Punisher still very, very healthy on the side of Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Can they move up and claim this keep? The Punisher jump is the next to come out, and the Frozen is going to shut off the keep. Zero Vitals is low on that Odin, but manages to kite away. Bloody Drapes is going to be caught by the double stun. Polymorph comes on out. May is in some serious trouble, has to pop the Cryo Freeze once again. Bloody Drapes has the icing to get away, but this keep is going to go down. Oh, the Black Hole save is huge there. But Mazos goes in with the epicenter onto 3. Shadow Luigi is low. Shadow Luigi is popped. Stukov is going to fall. Taruna going in, gets polymorphed. And there's the knockup, and now Sonya is going to fall. Phoenix Rising Moonstone with another double kill, but their Punisher has ceased. Can they get themselves onto the core? Greymane moving up and starting to poke away at that shielding. This isn't a sure thing just yet, but they're going to give it a try. Greymane needs some healing coming on through. He's got to stay by. Brightwing here. Stitch finds the stun. The shielding is now gone. Still 30 seconds on Stukov and Sonya. Stitch is low. Gosh, they got to be so careful here. Phoenix Rising Moonstone moves up. Zero Vitals! Zero Vitals is down! Phoenix Rising Moonstone are going to turn it onto Bloody Drapes. The Cryo Freeze connects. Polymorph comes out as well. Can they find another kill? Core is down to 80%. They've got to go for it here. Greymane goes into melee form. Is going to start shredding through this core. Down to 36. Phoenix Rising Moonstone are in the bunker. They're going to be rooted there. 10%, 7%. They've got to just hit it. And there they go. One huge push is going to put the first win on the board for Phoenix Rising Moonstone. What a game number 1. What a turnaround there for Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Team Complexity had the control through that game, but they just couldn't find the picks at the end. Let's head on over to the match summary here. Take a look at the stats. Unbelievable game number 1. T3 Cat on the Greymane, top siege, top hero damage, 76,000. Coming on out for Phoenix Rising Moonstone, very well done. Zero Vitals on the Tychus, 72,000 there on the side of Team Complexity. Take a quick look at the talents as we update the scoreboard here. Looks like we got a double follow alert. Did I put 2 in there? Did I put 2 follows? Oh, it's only 1 stream element. Well, Mischiefots, thank you very much for the follow. You got a double alert there. Game number 1 does go over to Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Very nicely done. Goodness gracious me, what a game. Let's get that prediction sorted out there as we head on back to me for just a moment. Good stuff. Alrighty. What a game number 1. that was looking like a slow march to victory there for Team Complexity, but Phoenix Rising Moonstone take a chance on the top Punisher, and they just keep finding kill after kill, and they take down the core. What a game indeed. Gonna be waiting on the next map here. I don't see one just yet, so what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna throw it over to a break. If we come on back, it's going to be game number 2 between Phoenix Rising Moonstone and Team Complexity. Alrighty, welcome back here. We are setting up for game number 2, Phoenix Rising Moonstone versus Team Complexity. Looks like game number 2, we're going to be going to Cursed Hollow here. Let's update that. Looks like we got 10 in the lobby. Let them know that I'm ready to go, and we'll send you over to the map select screen just to let you know what the state of the series is. As a reminder, Volskaya Foundry, Battlefield of Eternity, Sky Temple, and Dragonshire were banned away. Infernal Shrines, game number 1, chosen and won by Phoenix Rising Moonstone. And now Phoenix Rising Moonstone are taking us to Cursed Hollow here for game 2. Let's get into it. See if the bans change up at all here for Team Complexity, as they are once again first pick, which means they get to ban things other than Johanna and Rhaegar. Sticking with that Falstad ban definitely makes sense here on Cursed Hollow. It's a map where you need sort of another pseudo offlaner. You get that boss control with Gust. You get the global. Very strong hero here indeed. Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Considering their next option here. What will it be? Will it be Rhaegar? Will it be Johanna? Will it be Johanna or will it be Rhaegar? It's going to be Johanna. Jakuval wants 10 squats. We could probably knock out 10 squats between the draft and the game. That's probably doable. Team Complexity. Still going to ban the Junkrat. Okay. They must have the lowdown here. I mean, Junkrat can do work on Cursed Hollow, is a generally good hero overall. But maybe they know something about Phoenix Rising Moonstone, or maybe they've had bad experiences against Junkrats in the past. I can totally relate to just a team not liking playing against a certain hero. Totally get that. Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Going with the Rhaegar ban. See if Team Complexity wants that first pick Stukov. If they want something else here. They showed a little bit of priority onto banning a global. Could go with the Brightwing here. Could get their off lane. Shadow Luigi's happy to just grab that Stukov once again. Just pressing buttons. Just randomly spending money. That's okay. We'll get the squats going right after the draft here. We'll get them going. Phoenix Rising Moonstone considering their double pick here versus the Stukov. Gonna be the Blaze once again for Stitch, and this time T3 Cat is going for that Vala that was mid-banned in game number 1. Team Complexity. We'll see if they want to just keep building the same comp as last time. It wouldn't be too bad. Their camp clear would be a little bit weak with Tychus Tassadar. Not the worst, but a little bit weak. Plus one of them just held a lane for Sonya while Sonya went and soloed it. That's another option. But they're going to change it up a little bit. Bloody Drapes is going to grab that Anubarak away from Mazos, and Daruna going for the Dahaka this time. So we do see one global coming out so far. Wouldn't be too surprised to see Team Complexity ban out the Brightwing in the mid-ban here. Takes away a global and takes away a pick from the last game. Phoenix Rising Moonstone, considering their mid-ban versus this comp. They take away the Tychus, going to force 0 vitals onto something different here. Team Complexity, pondering their next ban. What's it going to be? It's going to be Brightwing. Brightwing does go away here. Solid ban here from Team Complexity. So, Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Have to draft something a little different here. What's it going to be for our next 2 picks? May is up. Diablo, Burden. Plenty of good tanks up and available here. I want to see how they round out this Vala. Do we see a Greymane again? Do we see Sylvanas? Gonna hold that flex pick. Hot Like Summer is going to go into the Anduin, and Mazos will go for the Garrosh. Garrosh Anduin, you can do that setup. You get the throw taunt into the Chastise. It's a solid setup to allow Vala to burn down a target. I like it. See what Stoic wants for last pick, but first, Team Complexity. They need their damage. How's this damage going to be rounded out here? Kerrigan going to be the choice here for Neo, and it's going to be Jaina for 0 vitals going all in on the blow-up potential here on the side of Team Complexity. So, Garrosh pretty survivable, has a self-unstoppable, Anduin able to pull people out of trouble. Blaze decent turnaround for clumped targets. I feel like Phoenix Rising Moonstone's got a pretty good plan so far. How do they round this out, though? Stoic in the last pick position. It's going to go for the Zagara, so go for a little bit of map control with that final pick there. Fantastic. All right. Well, we've got a moment. First, we're going to start the prediction. Then it's time to squat.
Bend, straight, bend, straight, slowly walk forward with your hands. Ready for heels lifts. Go and up, and down, and up, and down. Good. Again, take your hips directly up to the ceiling, and up.
We did it. There you go, Jack of all. 10 squats. As we load on in here to game number 2, Cursed Hollow. Pretty scary comp on the side of Team Complexity, but Phoenix Rising Moonstone, I feel like they've got the answers. We'll see if they can pull it off here. It's going to be a big mechanical matchup as we load on in.
Prepare yourself for battle.
Let's do it.
Heroes.
Game number 2. On the left in the blue, we have Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Stitch is on the Blaze, Mazos playing Garrosh, D3 Cat on the Vala, Stoic on the Zagara, Hot Like Summer on the Anduin. On the right in the red, it is Team Complexity. Daruna on the Dahaka, Neo playing Kerrigan, Shadow Luigi on the Stukov, Zero Vitals on the Jaina, and Bloody Drapes playing Anubarak.
1. Fight.
I need to pull on the water after that one. Delicious. Nice scout there coming on out from Stitch. As the early kill is definitely something that Team Complexity is going to want to do here. T3 Cat in a little bit of trouble there, takes a hit. Nice follow-up throw, and oh, the root comes on out onto Bloody Drapes, and Anubarak is going to go down. Very nice counter there from Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Turn what was looking like a possible engage kill into a kill of their own. Daruna gonna head on up to the top lane, be met by Blaze, Jaina, and Zagara will be doing their thing down here in the bottom lane. And we'll see what the camp situation is gonna look like here. So right now, Hot Like Summer, T3 Cat gonna head on over to their Bruiser camp since the curse is coming up on the bottom side of the map here. Generally, as a rule, you want to do the camps that are closest to the objective first, to then time out the camp that is further away from the objective as that curse point spawns. Because it's harder to clear. It's further away. Little macro tip for you out there if you didn't already know. Neo, gonna threaten onto Stoic here, but not going to go for the kill. That is something, you know, that's the cool thing about Kerrigan, is Kerrigan can set up her own kills. It's a little bit risky to just go in and try to blind combo somebody. It's, you know, it's easier to do it off of an Anubarak stun, but it's not necessarily required to do it off an Anubarak stun. So that's something that Phoenix Rising Moonstone is going to have to watch out for. Bloody Drapes thrown in once again, is going to burrow charge, but gets hit with the root. Shadow Luigi there to ward away with that lurking arm. So far, Team Complexity, I was expecting them to come out brawling a little bit more here. They've got the, you know, they've got the level 1 kill comp, but they haven't been too aggressive so far. Only a couple of kill attempts in the first 2 minutes. Cruiser camp is going to be cleared away here. So far, Team Complexity have not opted to take any camps at all, which is a little bit concerning here, as the curse point is spawning in just a moment. Vala is getting this camp primed to push during the objective here. Looks like Stukov headed to grab this vision to prepare for the objective. With the Dahaka Global, we'll see if Daruna comes down early or wants to defend. Ideally, you leave Dahaka here in the top lane to defend those, defend that siege for as long as possible. Because Mazos is actually going to get caught there, and that's the engage we're looking for, but there's Hot Like Summer in range, is going to find the one pull. There's the into the fray from Garrosh to save T3 Cat as well. It's a pretty low cooldown engage on the side of Team Complexity. See when they're ready to go again, but great cooldown usage coming on out from Phoenix Rising Moonstone there. Blaze and Dahaka still in the top lane here. As Mezo's going to be discovered. Stoic has the next interrupt ready to go. Checking on the top lane here. Daruna actually taking a lot of hits here. Crossfire connects. There's the jet propulsion. Blaze not exactly the top at finishing off any kills. But Dahaka got to worry when they're at that low health. Shadow Luigi moves on up, finds the silence. Zagara has the next interrupt there from above. T3 Cat moving up very, very close here. As Complexity is kind of stymied. We'll see what they can make of this. Mezo's is going to be pulled in, but avoids the stun. Bloody Drapes is very low on the edge and will be the first to go down. T3 Cat gets away from the blizzard there. As Mezo's wants a throw, going to find the knock-up onto Neo. But Phoenix Rising Moonstone with a very, very nice control here is going to grab the first curse point. Looks like Stitch was a little bit bruised up here in the top lane. Little bruised. Nice pull stun there from Neo into 2 in the silent zone, and Garrosh is going to be going down. Whoa, Vala with the crazy vault forward is going to have to be saved there by Anduin. Very aggressive, but neither team managing to pick up the kill off of that, aside from the death on the Garrosh. Plays back to full resources, going to be clearing away this top lane. Daruna checking in just to try to get some counterage. Bosses are now onto the map. If Phoenix Rising Moonstone can grab this next curse point that allows them to make a possible boss play around level 10s and around the third objective point. Bloody Drape's gonna walk in, get thrown by Mezos, has the burrow charge to get away. Godlike Summer is ready for a channel here. We'll see if Team Complexity can actually get in range. It looks like they just aren't set up to do so. That's going to be 2-0 on the curse points here for Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Head on back, get their bruiser camp started. I'm interested to see what their plan is going to be. Are they just going to go for a quick curse here? Or are they going to try to leverage their 2-0 position to grab themselves a boss? Right now, Team Complexity is moving back to get their own bruiser camp started. As those will come out at roughly the same time here. Possible play onto the top lane. Stitch is going to see that actually it's Team Complexity that are starting their own boss. Phoenix Rising Moonstone looking to possibly find Kerrigan down in the bottom lane. They're just sieging on forward here as they find their level 10s. There's the Warlord's Challenge, Reign of Vengeance, Devouring Maw. I'm a little surprised to see the Devouring Maw. I thought this was going to be a Nidus Worm all around the map Zagara, but Stoic going for the team fight potential. And Team Complexity is actually going to get their boss right before this next tribute spawn. Phoenix Rising Moonstone going to get their own boss, but this means that Team Complexity are going to get themselves a curse point and are going to be in position to move on down and possibly defend this. Looks like they're starting to move across the map here. They're not going to get to this boss in time, as it is picked up by Phoenix Rising Moonstone. But members are just going to have to back off and clear. Boss is already onto the top wall. There's a minion wave here to support. Blaze is going to try to deal with that, but it looks like there's going to be a fight in the mid. Jaina is going to go down as the Ring of Frost does pop. Silent Zone comes on out. Vala taking some big hits. Cocoon onto Anduin. Can Mezos get in range for the save? Trying to find an avenue in. Hot Like Summer is low, but does manage to move away. It's actually Stukov that goes down as 2 members were put inside the Devouring Maw. A great double kill there from Phoenix Rising Moonstone in a spot that I didn't really expect. Boss getting bottom fort there for Phoenix Rising Moonstone, and Stitch actually stopping the top boss before it takes down the structure. Could have been a little cleaner there, but honestly, Phoenix Rising Moonstone, they're getting a lot out of this. They got the defense up top, they got the pick in the mid, they get the structure down below, and now they're possibly looking at picking up a curse here as the next tribute is spawning, and Team Complexity is going to have to make a beeline here if they want to have this fight. Jaina coming around the top side, wants an interrupt. Oh, barely gets it in time, but T3 Cat is moving forward onto Jaina. 0 vitals. actually going to escape there. Here's the light bomb onto the back line. Stun comes on out as Neo trying to move away. Stitch with a big stun as well as the body blocks coming on in. Bloody Drapes is low and is taken down. Neo with the double jump, though, is going to execute Vala here. Double chastise from Hot Like Summer is going to secure the kills onto Kerrigan and Dahaka. It's a 3-for-1 here for Phoenix Rising Moonstone. They're going to grab themselves a curse. Let's see what they can get done with it. Oh, Devouring Maw is used. Mazos is in the area. Jaina is in a world of trouble here. No cooldowns to be had. And Jaina is taken down. Pressure onto the mid here. Hot Like Summer just trying to keep up and pick up some of this XP. Top is going to push in by itself. Stoic having to head on back to base here. As bottom lane is pushing in. Unfortunate to not have the health and mana to continue. Dahaka trying to clear out that top lane before the structure falls. Looks like we'll be able to do so for the most part. Phoenix Rising Moonstone, they managed to grab the mid. Bezos stepping up is trying to shepherd this wave in. There's a nice shove, though, from Shadow Luigi. Bloody Drapes trying to engage there onto Vala, but comes up short on the burrow charge. Garrosh, he's in a world of hurt, but Hot Like Summer comes on through with the save. Cocoon onto Blaze is trying to be broken out. Ring of Frost is not going to connect there as Blaze coming on out is going to pop the bunker straight away. Bloody Drapes is low, is trying to tap and move back. Jaina is the next to go down as Bloody Drapes trying to get away there. Taunt comes on out. It's a double kill for Phoenix Rising Moonstone. They want to try to find this keep. They could possibly try to end here. They're 3 levels ahead. They've got a camp. Daruna is low, finds the drag, but there's Mazos with the throw. Dahaka is going to go down, and the core is being focused. Phoenix Rising Moonstone have peeled away the shielding, and they're going to try to win this quickly. 4 down to 40%. Here comes Complexity. They're going to try to come out here. Zero Vitals is going to be caught, but the core is going to fall. Phoenix Rising Moonstone with another mad dash. He's going to take this series in a 2-0 fashion. GG. Nicely done. Another great job of finding an objective, finding a lane, and just pushing their way through. They found their opportunities. They positioned well. And they pick up the 2-0 victory here in opening week. Congratulations to Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Very, very nicely done. 11-2 in the kills there. T3 Cat on the Vala leading the way on the hero damage with over 36,000 coming on out there. So we actually should go to the post-match screen. I keep forgetting that I don't go straight there anymore. 0 vitals on the Jaina. Racking up top damage, 14 complexity. But they just couldn't end up finding that pick comp that they really wanted to execute. Take a quick look at the talents here. So we update the scoreboard and we'll see if we can get ourselves an interview with Phoenix Rising Moonstone. All right, let's close out the prediction. Come on back to me for just a moment. It's a good cat bed, eh? It's a good one. There's no cat in it currently. Must be elsewhere. All right. We'll see if we can land ourselves an interview here.
Hey.
Hey, I am joined by Stitch from Phoenix Rising Moonstone. Congratulations on the victory.
Hey, thank you.
Very well played there. Let's take a look at game number 1 first, Infernal Shrines. It looked like Team Complexity kind of had your number there in the early and mid game. What were the comms like when you were heading up to the top lane to go for what was looking like a final stand?
Yeah, I mean, they were definitely ahead that entire game. My team does a really good job of staying calm, realizing we were behind, trying just to stay in it, get on even talent tiers, and then we knew that we had to take that fight right there. If we lost that fight, we lost the game. That's how close that one was.
It was, wow. I mean, it was a thriller there coming in. I think it was like 31-4 on Skeletal Defenders when you managed to engage there and keep controlling that point. So you managed to take the fight. You managed to take the Punisher against crazy odds. Did you feel like you were actually going to be able to roll all the way through to the core there? You had to find pick after pick to be able to do it.
Yeah, I think we called back off the core because we weren't going to be able to finish it probably 4 or 5 times, and then kept being able to just get an individual pick here and there that allowed us to actually stay and finally end.
It was quite a push there. Very well executed. Very well done. Moving into Cursed Hollow, definitely a more decisive game there. Tell me about the draft in that one. It seemed like you had a good pivot at the end there with the Zagara, with the raw aggression that Team Complexity showed in that draft. What were the comms like? What was the game plan from minute one against a team like that?
Yeah, Stoic does a really good job drafting for us. He pretty much had it all figured out, and once he saw that they were all super aggro, divey, melee, we just decided to shift into more of a poke comp. I guess at first we were looking to kind of protect the Vala. We were kind of headed down that route, and then was like, hey, we can poke them out with the Zagara, and then not having any way to deal with their global, we just decided we could just macro pressure them and then a little bit and then fight, and it worked out.
Worked out, it did. Quite the, once again, grabbing an objective and just running it right down the lane for a quick victory there on Cursed Hollow. Final question for you. Tell me about the Blaze pick. We saw an early Blaze coming out from you in both games there. Is that just, you feel good on Blaze, or you feel like Blaze is good on this patch?
I think Blaze is really good on this patch, more so than I'm good at Blaze. So
Okay.
it's one of those things, and Stoic likes to run it, and it's super protective, and that follow-up stun is super good. Yeah, it's more of me trying to catch up and learn how to play it than I'm actually good at it.
Well, it looks pretty good out there to me. Congratulations on the 2-0 opening week here. Floor is yours. Any shout outs you'd like to make before we head out here?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Complexity for coming out, putting on a good show. Shout out to Shredded, our coach, for helping out over these past couple months. The team just showing up all the time. Shout out to you for actually doing all these casts. You've been killing it, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty. Well, Stitch, thank you very much for coming on by. Congratulations once again on the win, and good luck going forward.
Yeah, thank you. I'll see you around.
Have a good one.
Bye.